Welcome back with another video on tryhackman.com. This is Zahid Nazir and we are doing Windows Fundamental 1. So this is second video on this room. So we already completed from task 1 to task 4. We're gonna start, we're gonna resume from task 5, which is Windows System 32 folder. Okay, so I already started the attack box as well as the WinFun 1.1, which is already logged in as well. So let's continue. The Windows folder C Windows is traditionally known as the folder which contains the Windows operating system. That is true. The folder does not have to reside in the C drive necessarily. It can reside in any other drive and technically can reside in a different folder. It is true, but some of the file will always go to the C drive. Okay. This is where environment variables, more specifically system environment variable, come into play. Even though not discussed yet, the system environment variable for Windows directory is WinDir. Let's try that using run. Hopefully it will be open today. All right, so let's go with percentage win dir percentage enter. Yeah, so it went to the Windows folder wherever it is deployed. For it is also C. All right. For Microsoft environment variables store information about the operating system environment. This information includes details such as operating system path and the number of processors used by the operating system and the location of the temporary folders. There are many folders within the Windows folder. See below. Yeah, there is Windows and there is System 32, and we have System 64 as well, syswow 64 as well. Most of the System 32, most of the DLLs are in System 32, legacy kind of thing. And for 64-bit, we have it in syswow 64. And some of the files also there in the System 32. All right, let's continue. The System 32 folder holds the important files that are critical for the operating system. You should proceed with extreme caution when interacting with this folder. Accidentally deleting any files or folders within the System 32 can render to Windows OS inoperational. Okay, read more about this action here. You can click on it, read more about it. We're gonna move forward. Many of the tools that will be covered in the Windows Fundamental series reside within the System 32. All right, what is system variable for Windows folder? Very easy. WinDir percentage. Awesome. We are on streak 4. Awesome. Task 6. User accounts, profiles, and permissions. User accounts can be one of the two types on a typical local Windows system: administrator and standard user. That is true. And guest user as well, I think. The user account type will determine what actions the user can perform on that specific Windows system. An administrator can make changes to the system, add users, delete users, modify groups, modify settings on the system, etc. A standard user can only make changes to the folders file attributed to the user and cannot perform system level changes such as install programs. That is true. I'm sleepy today. You are currently logged in as administrator. There are several ways to determine which user account exists on the system. One way is to click the start menu and type other user. A shortcut for system settings and other user will appear. All right, let's do that. Other users. Click on it. If you click on it, setting windows show now appear. See below. So we have just one local account. Okay, let's see what is the type. Oh, we are standard user. And if you click on administrator, that means we need administrator password to do this change. Since we don't have it, I think at this point, so we're gonna leave it there. Since you are administrator, you can add someone else to this PC. What? Really? Who am I? Who am I, man? Oh, we are administrator. Okay. Let me go again. Other users setting. Alright. A standard user will not see this option. Click on the local user account. More option. Appear, change account type, and remove. Click change account type. The value in the drop down box or the highlighted value if you click drop down in the current account type. When user account is created, a profile is created for the user. The location for the each user profile folder will fall under C. And then users. Let's see that. Here we are. So we have administrator, we have public, I think guest user, and then we have try hack me Billy user. The creation of Windows profile, user's profile is done upon initial login. When a new user account logs into a local system for the first time, they will see several messages on the login screen. One of the messages, user profile service sits on the login screen for a while, which is at work creating the user profile. See below. Please wait for user profile service. Yeah, this happens for the very first time. Once logged in, the user will see a dialog box similar to the one below, again indicating that the profile is in creation. All right. So you can personalize. For example, if you are running the computer on a domain, that main. There could be additional steps other than Google Chrome and other program installation, right? Each user profile will have the same folders, a few of them are desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures. Another way to access this information, and then some is using local user and group management. Okay, right click on the start menu and click run. Type L user manager.msc. Okay, let's do that. Run L usr mgr.msc L user manager, local user manager, right? Local user and group manager. Okay. We have done so. Now the run dialog box allows us to open items quickly. Back to the L user manager, local user manager, local user and group manager. You should see two folder, users and group. That is correct. If you click on the groups, you will see all the names of the local groups along with the brief description. Okay. Oh wow. We have a lot of users here. Okay. So each group has permissions set to it, and the users are added to the group by administrator. When a user is assigned to a group, the user inherits the permissions of that group. A user can be assigned to multiple groups. Okay. If you can click on add someone else to this PC. For other users, it will open local user management. Okay. So let me close it. Yeah, it opens the same thing. That is very correct. What is the name of the other user account? Try hack me Billy. What groups in this is this user a member of? Just double click on it. Member of. So it is remote desktop users and users. Awesome. What built-in account is for guest access to this computer? Public, I think. uh, guest. Oh man, what is happening here? But how would I know this is a guest? What is the account description? Okay. The account description is Windows 1 exclamation. Awesome. So we are on to the task 7, 10 minutes into the video. Apologies for me being sleepy today. User account control. The large majority of home users are logged into their Windows system as local administrators. That is correct. Remember from previous tasks that any user with the administrator as the account type can make changes to the system. A user does not need to run with high elevated privileges on the system to run tasks that don't require such privileges, such as surfing the internet, working on a Word document, etc. This elevated privilege increases the risk of system compromise because it makes it easier for a malware to infect the system. Consequently, since the user account can make changes to the system, the malware would run in the context of logged in user. That is true. Since if some program is running in the context of administrator with elevated privileges. To protect the local user with such privileges, Microsoft introduces user account control, UAC, user access control. This concept was first introduced with the short-lived Windows Vista and continued with the version of Windows that followed. UAC by default does not apply for built-in local administrator account. How does UAC work? When a user with an account type of administrator logs into a system, the current session does not run with elevated permissions. When an operation requires higher level permission or privileges needs to be executed, the user will be prompted to confirm if they permit the operations to run. Sometimes it will also ask for your password. Okay. Let's look at the program on the account you are currently logged in, the built-in administrator account. Right click to view its properties. Sure, we will do that here. And then properties. Well, in the security tab, security, I don't see it. In the security tab, look at the program. Okay, program. So here you go. Property and security. So I choose Chrome to be any program. So here we go. Oh, they went with the Wireshark one. I went with the Google one. Login as a standard user or try to install this program. To do this, you can remove desktop into the machine as the standard user account. Note, you have the username and password for the standard user. It is visible in the luser.msg. Okay. Okay. Before installing the program, notice the icon. Do you see the difference when you are logged in as a standard user? The shield icon is on the program icon. See below. Okay. So before I do that, there is no shield icon right now. So let me open a task manager. Here is the user. Okay, let's lock it. And how can I go back to another user? Hey, what happened? It's locked. How can I go back to any other user? Or in this case, do I need to remotely? Let me do a quick search. How to change the user on login screen. Windows 10, for example. I think there is a keyword or a shortcut. Okay, they are saying it will be available on this corner. So let me do the lock, and I don't see it. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's see. Lock. We don't have any other user. I don't see it. I don't know how to switch to another user. It used to be there. Okay. Let's try one thing. Let's try the remote desktop from here. What do you say, guys? System tool. How can we search for remote desktop? I don't see it here. Maybe in accessories? No. Okay, let's do one more search. How to use the remote desktop in Polylinks. So they have X or DP. So install X or DP. I think it will take a little bit of more time to configure it. We're gonna just move forward, okay? Let's consider that we are already logged in and it will be showing like this, okay? If we look at the program, you will see the add prompt. Notice that the built-in administrator account is already set as the username and prompts the account's password. See below. Yeah, that is true. What if we double click on it? What happens? After some time, if the password is not entered, the UAC prompt disappears and the program does not install. This feature reduces likelihood of malware successfully compromising your system. You can read about this here. What does UAC mean? User access control. It's not the same thing. It says account control, sorry, not the access control. Oh, it is asking for if we want to run it. Okay, so user account control. It is not the access control. Apologies. Task 8. All right. Setting and control panel. On a Windows system, the primary location to make changes are the system setting menus and the control panel. For a long time, the control panel has been the go-to location to make system changes such as adding a printer, uninstall a program, etc. The setting menu was introduced in Windows 8, the first Windows operating system catered to touchscreen tablets, and is still available in Windows 10. As a matter of fact, the setting menu is now the primary location a user goes to if they are looking to change the system. There are similarities and differences between the two menus below, or the screenshot of each. I like this one because this is kind of what we used to use since I think XP or something. These icon for settings might be different in the version of Windows on your personal device. Both can be accessed from the start menu, see below. Alright. Control panel is a menu where you will access more complex settings and perform more complex actions. In some cases, you can start in settings and end up in the control panel. For example, in settings, click on the network and internet. From here, click on change adapter option. Okay. Notice that the next window that pops up is from the control panel. Okay. We can do one thing. Let's click on here, network, and change adapter setting. And is it yeah, it is coming from the control panel, as you can see. They're right. If you are unclear when which to open, if you wish to change settings, use the start menu and search for it. In the example below, the search was wallpaper. Notice that the few results were returned. That's true. If we click on the best match, a window to the settings menu appear to make changes to the wallpaper. In the control panel, change the view to small icons. Control panel home, view small icons. Okay. What is the last setting in the control? Windows Defender Firewall. Awesome. We are on to the task 9 task manager, which is very important, to be honest. Okay. So here we go, task manager. The last subject that will be touched on in this module is the task manager. The task manager provides information about the applications and processes currently running on the system. Other information is also available, such as how much CPU and RAM are being utilized, which falls under performance. You can access the task manager by right-clicking the task bar. Okay, as we did so. Task manager will open in a simple view and won't show much information. Yeah, if it is opened in simple view like this, just click on more details and you will see this window here. So it has Xeon process, awesome. Just 2 GB of RAM. Click on more details and view the changes. We did so. You can refer to this blog post for more detailed information about the task manager. You can click on it and go through the blog post. For us, we're gonna move forward. If you wish to learn more about the core Windows processes and what each process is responsible for, visit the core Windows process room. We're gonna move forward. What is the keyboard shortcut to open a task manager? They told us or not? Right clicking the taskbar or Control Shift Escape. Let's read this first. God. Control Alt Delete, we can do that, or Control Alt Escape will also work, I think. What is keyboard shortcut to open task manager? Okay, this is not the case. Then let's try with ESC. No. Did they tell us how to open it? More details. Blog post. What is keyboard shortcut to open a task manager? Control Shift Escape, I think. Yeah, Control Shift Escape. Okay, I don't know if it is there somewhere or not, but maybe we can click on here and try to find the information. Okay, we're gonna move forward. Oh, it is already we reached the task 10 conclusion. Again, this was a generic overview of Windows OS. There are intermediate and advanced topic for each topic task that was covered in this room. Hence, task 9 ended with a detailed blog post explaining the task manager in great detail. In future modules, we will cover topics like Windows Folder, Management Console, Security Tools, Windows Defender, Windows Firewall, and etc. to name a few. Read above and terminate the Windows machine you deployed in this room. Sure, we're gonna terminate the machine as well as the attack box. We did so. And once you click on the complete, congratulations, we have done another room. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not, let me know how to make it better. Please subscribe to the channel, help us build the community, grow the community, and let's grow together. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey, and I will see you in the next video, which will be Windows Fundamentals 2. Thank you guys. See you. Bye bye.